Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining in and thank you for your patience. So, I welcome you all to this orientation session conducted for the batch of 2023 by one of the best societies of Hansraj, as we say. So, my name is Ritik Sera and I lead SPARC Society Hansraj College in the capacity of a president. So, let's get rolling. Next, please. Yeah. Naman, could you just move to the next slide, please? Yeah, perfect. Thank you. So I'll begin the session by talking about who we are and what we do. So SPARC Society is an initiative by a group of CS aspirants and IPCC rank holders, which started as an endeavor to help the CA aspirants accomplish their goals. And now we aim at helping the students pursuing professional courses such as CA, CFA, and MBA to achieve their targets and become competent professionals. Under the ambit of SPARC, we aim to nurture students into academically and professionally sound individuals by shaping personalities and realizing careers. With an eye to this objective, we prudently organize seminars and competitions, propounding educative insights. SPARC being founded in 2018 has three flagship events to talk about. So we have Synergy, Epiphany, and Apocalypse, where some eminent personalities share their life journey and useful insights into the professional world. With the intent to strive for excellence, we look forward to learn and grow into prominent professionals. So moving on to mission and vision of what SPARC is. Yeah, next slide, please. Yeah, okay. So to talk about what we have desired for since the very inception is to do our bit in helping the stakeholders of Hansraj get better and eventually help Hansraj College become the topmost professionally inclined commerce institution of India. And to talk about what we do as a society is to supplement the lives of students who have to balance college life alongside professional studies by providing guidance from the ones who have already gone through such a journey, mentorship guidance to professional courses, and yes, academic resources. To ensure the growth of people within the team, we conduct various sessions. So we conduct various sessions alongside webinars and events to help them grow and be able to learn those skill sets alongside their academic aspirations. So yeah, that was about mission and vision. Now I'll hand it over to Ashna, who will walk you through the rest of the presentation alongside Muskan and Naman.
Hi everybody, I'm Ashna Malhotra, the PR head at SPARC Society alongside Muskan. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the orientation of SPARC Society. We hope to familiarize you all with the work and purpose in today's session. Kindly note that in case of any queries, you can send your questions in the orientation WhatsApp groups that you all have been added to, which will later be taken up towards the end of today's session. Now I'll let Naman take over.
Thank you so much, Ashna. A very good evening to all our participants. As the academic head at SPARC, I would like to take this opportunity to throw some light on the academic initiatives taken by us. Before I start, I would like to take a moment to share this with every freshman student attending this orientation, that managing professional courses along with college, or even preparing for courses like CAT, GMAT, or other entrance exams is not an easy do. But our members at SPARC have outshined both in their college and professional lives by getting into the topmost companies across the world. To name a few: EY, KPMG, Deloitte, Hero MotoCorp, Grant Thornton, and PwC. And we at SPARC take all the pride of the success and achievements of our alumni. I would now like to throw some light on the academic initiatives taken by SPARC. The first of which is the MCQ series and the progress trackers, which will get over 5,000 user engagements on our Instagram and Facebook pages. Next in line is our revision notes. The academic team works day and night to provide students with rich academic content in form of revision notes that previously reached over 10,000 students in 2020 and 2019 alone. We also conduct guidance sessions and provide students with question banks to help them ace their journey in the professional courses that they are pursuing. The society organizes student mentorship sessions before exams to actually give every student member their journey ahead. We discuss aspects of management. We discuss what coaching can be taken up. We also discuss the personal journeys of aspirants who have cleared these particular exams. We share tips on paper writing and a lot more. Next in line is the series called Tips for Exams, which was initiated in the year 2019 by the last batch, wherein we provide last minute tips about how to attempt examinations. We also provide every student some general tips and guidelines, specific and also general. Next in line, we have the post-result discussions, which are probably one of the best that happen across the university. So at Spark, we try to understand the problem that students often face after getting the results of their examinations, and we help them with their doubts through live and group discussions. As a professional society's member, we really feel that numbers speaks in volumes. So we would like to proudly introduce all our CA intermediate and CA foundation rank holders who have actually made the society very, very proud in the past 2 years. I would now like to hand over the rest of the presentation to Ashna to give some light on our social media initiatives.
All right. So at Spark, we've always strived to spread knowledge through various series. So I'll just, walk you through the series that all of us have done together. Naman, can you please change the slide? Can we have, yeah, right. So our first series is Finsights, where we make use of various case studies and quizzes to enhance financial knowledge. We aim to turn the idle curiosity of finance into an active quest. Next slide, please. Then we have Senior Speak, which involves our prestigious speaker sessions. Next slide, please. And lastly, we have Corporate Talks. In this series, corporate professionals share their experiences and we get to know about their working and all the knowledge that they have gained till now. I'll hand over to Muskan now.
Okay, thank you, Ashna. So now coming over to our main center of attraction of a society, that is our flagship events, Synergy, Apocalypse, and Epiphany, wherein we engage with the crowd from all across India. So after joining the society, you guys will be given an opportunity to organize, ideate, and handle these events as per your capability. So let me tell you quickly about these events and their highlights of the past. Synergy. Naman, next slide, please. Okay, so Synergy is one of the biggest event of Hansraj College that was pulled off in the last academic year, witnessing a footfall of around 1,000 people. Various accomplished speakers shared their success stories, real life experiences, and life mantras with our audience as well as team members. The marketing was at the core of the event. The audience was in total awe as they witnessed exchange of ideas, knowledge, business strategies, success secrets, and many more. We have been honored to host renowned people from their respective fields to work in the past. In 2019, a senior partner in one of the big four, Deloitte, CFO of Oberoi Group, renowned CA faculties, founder of TSG, various comedians, and chartered accountants shook the stage with their spectacular and brainstorming words and provided insight into the world of corporate as well. Likewise, in 2020, one of the most successful leaders of India, former CEO of KPMG, alongside partner of IBM and various renowned CA faculties and YouTuber including Neeraj Arora and Vijendra Agarwal, marked their presence and imparted immense practical knowledge and experiences. They all are an epitome of knowledge in their respective fields, and with their hard work and opportunities, they all have climbed the ladder of success in their life. The quality and scope of this event made it an unforgettable experience. Epiphany. This is the event which gives an opportunity to our team members to interact with the knowledgeable people of corporate world on one-to-one basis. It aims to provide information about the recent trends in the industry through a series of seminars and planned sessions held throughout the year. Speakers marked their presence and enlightened the audience and attracted a caliber of attendees who benefited from the program. In the past, associate directors and partners of Big Fours, consultants, renowned chartered accountants, famous corporate leaders, and many more were invited to make the session successful by interacting and imparting their wisdom into the audience. Apocalypse. It is basically a fun and interactive way to engage with their audience wherein two thrilling competition events were held. Cosmopolitan Combat and Alcatraz, which is designed to provoke business acumen, intellect, finance, trading, and negotiating skills of participants from all across different universities. The winners of this event were awarded prizes worth rupees 3 lakhs and were also given a chance to fly to Singapore. So, after joining the society, you will have a great opportunity to boost up your confidence and polish your skills by organizing and ideating such events. Now I'll hand over the presentation to Naman.
Thank you so much, Muskan. Girls and boys, we take immense pleasure to announce that from this year, SPARC Society is increasing their ambit into CFA, CA, and MBA. So we're no longer the only CA society of Hansraj, but we're now the only professional society of Hansraj College. We would also like to introduce to you all our CFA mentor board coming from diverse investment banking firms and who have cleared CFA and chartered accountancy courses. The first in line is we have Mr. Pranav Thakkar, who also owns his own financial advisory firm and works as a consultant at Alvarez and Marshall. Next in line, we have Mr. Akul Gupta, who is a front-end investment banker and who has also cleared all 3 levels of CFA. And the last and final, we have Mr. Yash Vijay, who works at Hero Motocorp and by profession is a chartered accountant and has cleared 2 levels of this particular exams. We have had 2 sessions with our CFA mentor board for this semester. And since we have our team of freshers now, we plan to host many more in future. I would now like to take the privilege of introducing the guiding and the leadership team behind the only professional society and the second professional society in the University of Delhi. To start with, I would like to introduce each one of you to the president of the society, that is Mr. Ritik Sehra. We also have Shikha Prajapati as the vice president, along with Mr. Vedant Bajaj. We have Ms. Sanjana Yadav, who is taken in the position of the General Secretary, and Mr. Archit Jain, who has joined the team as a treasurer. I'd like to hand over the mic to the president of the society, Mr. Ritik Sehra, to put some light on the departments and the team at SPARC.
Thank you, Naman. So basically that was our core team of 5 members. So you have seen me here and you saw the rest of the 4 in the poster. So the core team is essentially accountable for the overall functioning of the society. Our day-to-day work includes planning, discussion, direction to the team heads, and essentially ensuring that the execution is made the right way. Right. So now, as you can see on your slides, that we have 8 departments in the society, and the structure of each department is such that there is an advisor who guides the heads with regards to the functioning and is also essentially a third year. Then there are team heads who basically run the whole team and interact with the members on a day-to-day basis. So that was basically the structure of departments and teams. Now I'll give you a gist of what exactly each department does so that you know where your interests and capabilities lie and you can apply accordingly. So talking about academic team, this team is basically responsible for working towards academic initiatives taken by society and also ensures the release of academic material. Marketing team is responsible for ideation and sharing of promotional content, both online as well as offline. Creative team, on the other hand, is responsible for designing all the creative content, be it the posters, banners, and other such material to be put on the day of event. This used to just happen when we had offline events, but now this is not in function. Apart from that, there is editorial. So this team is responsible for drafting all our text content, including online posts, WhatsApp messages, and emails. Even Naman, can you move to the next? Yeah. So event management team is responsible for arranging logistics on the day of the event as well as ensuring smooth conduct of events. Public relations team is basically responsible for pitching speakers to provide insights, ideas, and live experiences during our speaker sessions. Sponsorship team, as the name suggests, is responsible for managing sponsors and arranging funds for various activities by pitching the prospective sponsors. Technical team is basically responsible for designing and releasing various posters, videos, and providing tech support to the society. Next, please. Yeah, so okay, so talking about my journey, right? So I have been with Spark and I have seen Spark grow and evolve since the very beginning. I joined it back in October 2018 as a mentee, wherein there were these bunch of people, who were helping juniors out with their examination prep. And to be very honest, had it not been for Spark co-founders, I would have found it very tough to manage things back then. And yes, that time I knew if these guys ever recruited, I would be the first one to apply. And here I am sitting today as the president of the society. Talking about my journey for the last 2 years, so I was a part of organizing team of two flagship events, Synergy and Apocalypse, in the very first year. And those were the 2 days when we had to put in the hard yards, but we knew what we got after at the end of the day was a sense of accomplishment and fulfillment of what had been an exciting journey leading up to these two events. Post this, for the session 2019 and 2020, I served as a sponsorship head. And yes, again, this was an year of evolution in itself and the year of many firsts that we had. From managing speakers in Epiphany to working on sponsorship deals for Synergy to helping two events with their prelims and Apocalypse was such an eventful and fun ride. And yes, this preceded the year 2021, wherein I serve as the president in these unprecedented times, so to say. Yeah. And the journey has been a lot more not expected, but yeah, we still have a lot of memories to take from these sessions and meetings. Apart from that, from here on, I look forward to rest of the session, wherein we will see a lot of new faces joining in and bringing in a lot of enthusiasm, which will help us to take things a step further. And yes, that's about my time. I guess Vedant and Sanjana have their pieces to share. So over to you guys.
Hey guys, I'm Sanjana, General Secretary of the Society. So you guys have heard a lot already about what you can get from SPARC. Our PR heads and academic head has already got all of you acquainted with the opportunities that you will be getting. So of course you will be getting a lot of opportunities like interacting with corporate professionals one-on-one, organizing all these events, etc., etc. But there are a few things you learn and experience here which cannot be covered in the slides of a presentation, which you can only get an idea about from experiences. So I would like to tell you about my experiences, my journey, and what I have learned so far. So first thing I learned is sub scam hai. Our senior who just graduated and who has done a startup, a company which is even listed on the stock exchange, by the way, he used to say this all the time. So I have learned a lot from our high achieving and rank holding seniors. Yes, and the second thing I learned is that nothing matters and everything matters at the same time, all at once. I don't know how much of this statement you can understand or you can relate to at this point of time, But believe me, after spending 1 or 2 years, you will know what I mean. So, like I said, everything matters. Spark is about all those little things that indeed makes a huge difference at the end. You will see that we are a group of closely knit people who gel with each other, and where every member is a contributor, where every member has a distinguished skill set. So you will get a plenty of opportunities to build a network here and resonate with people and your peers. And of course, it goes without saying that you will be having a lot of fun as well. So I started this journey 2 years back, and now when I look at Spark today and what we have, it is quite remarkable actually. Spark gives you the best mix of all the things that one can possibly need in the possible journey of these 3 years. I have been the editorial head for an year in Spark, so I'm kind of used to talking in metaphors. So I'll be talking in metaphors for a few minutes, for a few seconds now. At last, I want to sum up what it is like being here at Spark for you guys, and by explaining what it is like being at Spark, I will use a metaphor which is one extra degree that makes all the difference. So this one extra degree, you know that the boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, and at 99 degrees Celsius, the water is only hot. But with just one more degree at 100 degrees, the water boils. So that 1 degree makes all the difference. Spark is that 1 degree for us. And I can assure you that in your college life, Spark will be the one extra degree for you as well, which will make the water boil, which will make things go from good to great, which is something that will make all the difference. After all, water cannot boil without 1 degree. So, dear freshers, you have an exciting journey ahead of you. Make the most of it, make the water boil, add that 1 degree, that is spark. Now, I would like to hand it over to Vedant, who will be speaking about his journey and thoughts.
So, hi everyone, I'm Vedant Bajaj, Vice President of the SOC. It's been one hell of a ride. I joined this park in the late half of my first year and have actually seen the society grown through the ranks. It's not only the work that we do here that brings us together, but the focus towards one single goal of being the best in whatever we commit to do makes us who we are. In the second year, I was elected as the marketing head. The most important thing I learned that year was it's not about going with the flow. You have to be unorthodox. You have to take the risks, and irrespective of a win or a fall, you got to act the same. And for a fun fact, maybe if a man didn't eat bat that day in a country like China, we would actually be partying with you guys on a fancy, a bit drowsy evening in some cafe or a farmhouse. Believe me, we just need a reason to party. It's your birthday, you're gonna buy us some drinks. It's a breakup, still you'll buy us some drinks. क्योंकि फिर अगला या अगली as the case may be, वो भी तो ढूंढना है. The culture here has evolved from just being a professional society to something we call a family. Over to you, Naman.
Thank you so much, Vedant. Um, Freshers, believe me, whatever our seniors just said is absolute truth. Even all of us joined Spark and you're back with the hope that yes, we're going to get some good mentorship here. We're going to make some friends here. We're going to network with a lot of people here. But Spark has not only been a society to us, it's been more of a family, to be very honest. As you see here in the picture, there are smiling faces, there are cakes when the foundation results celebrated in college. There are people working, there are people celebrating in formals, there are people celebrating in informals. But all I would like to say here is that Spark does not only give you a space to upskill yourself, but make sure that you have a very fulfilling college life. All the freshers here have began their college lives online. No matter wherever you go, Spark will always be that home and that fulfilling end to your college life. You should never forget that you always have our back when you are in Spark. We wish you a lot of success in college life and make sure that you eventually pull off as a professional. In this slide, we want to highlight the why Spark aspect. We make sure that everybody is street smart. We do not take in 150 people or 200 people just because we need a lot of juniors in our association. We've always tried to keep Spark a very closely knit family so that each and every individual can be nourished very properly. We want all our members to not only be smart or intelligent, but to be street smart, the jugadu aspect of an Indian. The second thing that we want to develop in you is a lot of professionalism. When you come in college, you start your adulthood life. You often get misguided, you often lose track. But we at Spark make sure that you're back in the perfect professional position when you're supposed to. The third thing that we emphasize here is the importance of academia. You might have heard this in your orientation from the principal that if you've come here with 97 percentage, you may end up here with a 6 GPA. So we make sure that we do not let that happen, at least to your professional courses. We try to maintain that balance between academic and pillars here at Spark. The next reason of joining Spark is the rich resource bank that is provided to each one of you. This is not just in the form of a few PDFs or revision notes, but in the form of real-time mentorship and guidance from the people who have actually achieved what they wanted to. And the last reason of we wanting you to join Spark is the cluster of opportunities that are given to you to scale up yourself. Not to say Spark has not only produced the best chartered accountants of this country, but have also produced two serial entrepreneurs, the best of marketeers, and the most refined professionals across Hansraj. Thank you.